Hey guys, Mrs. Kovitz here. Thanks again for tuning in. We're going to be simplifying our algebraic expressions by combining like terms. And now we're going to look at like terms with exponents. So it says terms with the same exponents or combination of variables and exponents are considered like terms. When combined, be sure not to change their exponents. And we'll see that in the examples now. So let's look at the first two examples and see what we can do. All right, so we see exponents. We have 5x squared and 7x squared. That's the same as saying 5x or 5xy or any of those things. We're not really concerned about the variables. We just want to make sure the variable and the exponents match so that we can combine them. And since it's an x squared, they do match, so I can add my like terms. 5 plus 7 is going to give me 12. Then we take our x squared and we bring it down. That's what they meant by do not change your exponents. Whatever it starts with, if you're only adding them, it stays like that. Over here, negative 15 n to the fifth and positive 4 n to the fifth. Since they're both n to the fifth power, I can combine those. So negative 15 plus 4 gives me negative 11, and I'm just going to bring down n to the fifth power. All right, not bad. Right here, we have a positive 8. That has c cubed, c cubed, c cubed. These are all like terms. So if we take 8 minus 7, we have 1. 1 plus 16 gives me 17. And then I'm just going to bring down my c cubed. Over here, couple things. We have a k and a k squared. And then we have a constant term with no variables at all. Let's find like terms first. I always start by looking at my highest exponent. And in this case, that's going to be the squared. So I have 8k squared. And the only other thing that has k squared is this term right here. So they have to have the same variable and exponent. 8 minus 2 gives me 6. And then I'm going to keep k squared. So far, so good. Let's look at our next set of like terms. We have this negative 1k. And we also have negative 5k. Negative 5 plus negative 1 gives me negative 6. I'm just going to keep my k exactly as it is. I have a constant here. It has no like terms because there's no other constants. Remember, a constant is a number without a variable, right there. So I'm going to bring down the plus 7. These are not like terms. I can't combine them. So I have simplified. Let's check out our next one. This may look a little complicated, but we're just looking for like terms with the same variable and exponent part. So if I'm looking at this first term, we have a squared b. This doesn't have a squared b. It's not a like term. This has a squared b. So I know these are like terms. Positive 10 plus a negative 4 gives me a positive 6. Then I'm just going to bring down my variable and exponent part. A squared b. My constant, or that positive 7, doesn't have any like terms. So I'm just going to bring it down. And we're good. Let's look at this next one. So here we've got a couple things. We have some variables with just x squared, y squared. Those aren't alike. Then we have x, y's. So really we only have one set of like terms here. It's the positive 2xy and its buddy, the negative 7xy. They're the only two that have the same variable and exponent part. So I'm going to bring my x squared down first. Then I'm going to add these two together, and positive 2 plus negative 7 is going to give me negative 5. Bring down my xy. And this guy doesn't have a like term either. So I'm just going to bring down a positive 4y squared. Two more to try. I'm going to erase this and bring it down. All right. Last two. Similar to our last one, we have an a squared and a b squared. Those aren't alike, but I see these two in the middle have an ab. So I know my like terms are the positive 7 and the negative 10. Together, they give me negative 3. I'm going to bring down the ab. Then I'll bring down my a squared in front and my plus b squared in the end. Number 16. All right, first thing I'm looking for is the highest exponent. The highest exponent is squared, so I'm going to look for my like terms. Okay, 4 plus negative 3 gives me a 1x squared. If you just had x squared, that's correct as well. My next set of like terms here, I have a positive 2x and a positive ex, which together combine to give me positive 10x. Last set of the like terms, negative 7 plus negative 6 gives me negative 13. And we're all done. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. See you soon.